Barrett here to talk to you today about growing your lawn care business when the temperatures get hot. You know, my favorite thing about lawn care is selling new customers, getting new revenue, watching my company grow as I watch the grass grow. And that's really easy to do in the springtime when everybody wants lawn care. You can add new customers, you know, a customer an hour in the middle of the spring. But in the summertime, I used to get so frustrated. You know, I would try to sell my product, I would try to sell my services in the middle of summertime, but nobody wants to talk to you come June, July, August. It's hard to get new customers to sign up. And what I found is if you want to continue to add revenue to your lawn care company in the middle of the summer when the temperatures are hot and a lot of your customers start to go on vacation, you need to stop looking for new customers and you need to go to the customers who have already bought from you, the people who trust you and know you and get services from you currently. You need to go to those customers and find out what other services do you offer that those customers can benefit from. And one of my favorite services to sell, an extra service to sell to my customers in the middle of the summer, is the aeration and seeding service. Now, of course, we're not going to do the aeration and seeding in the middle of summer. That's best to do as the temperatures cool off into the fall. But don't wait until the fall comes to sell aeration and seeding. Sell it in the summertime when the temperatures are hot and when the need for the aeration and seeding is most obvious. I mean, let's face it, what does aeration and seeding do for your customers? Well, aeration, as you know, is a process that removes a 3/4 inch diameter, 3-inch deep plug out of the soil and takes out 12 per square foot with an average aerator. What does that do for the lawn? It allows water and nutrients to go deeper into the soil. It allows an exchange of the air and the nutrients that go down into the root system of the lawn. It ultimately simulates a deeper, thicker root system. And what's the #1 way a lawn can fight the damaging effects of the summertime? But with a deep, thick, web-like root system. It's the best natural defense against weeds, and it's the best natural defense against heat, disease, insects, drought. And the need for aeration and seeding is most apparent in the middle of the summer. Now we have to wait till the fall to do it, as I said, but the need is there in the summertime. So a great way to get your customers interested in aeration and seeding in the middle of the summertime is to use it as a way to combat potential service calls. So what I like to do is, whether the phone rings and I have a customer calling me and saying, letting me know that they're concerned about brown spots or weed situations or disease situations in their lawn, or maybe I pick up the phone and go ahead and call the customer and just do a mid-season checkup and just say, hey, Mrs. Smith, love to just talk to you about the lawn, want to make sure everything's good with you out there. If they say yes, then go into the aeration seed sale and let them know that, hey, you know, this is the time I want to schedule my aeration seeding. We can get that lawn even better for you, and we do that for you in the fall. But go ahead and sell it for them in July or August. And go ahead and give the customer something, a reason for them to agree to do it now and schedule it for the fall, so that you're not waiting until you're the busiest to start to schedule these aeration seedings. One of my favorite offers is to say, hey, go ahead and buy the aeration and seeding from me, Mrs. Smith, and in turn, I'll go ahead and give you a free starter fertilizer to go with that service. So this would be normally a price of an application. You're giving it to them for free, so it's real value you're giving the customers. Customers really appreciate that. And by the way, you know, you can use traditional NPK type starter fertilizer that you can use with your seeding, or you can look at a bionutritional product such as Holganix. If it contains mycorrhizae, as Holganix does, that's a great seed starter combination. It really will go a long way to help that seed germinate and get the roots established much, much quicker. Mycorrhizae, beneficial fungi, is the best thing you can do to establish a new lawn. But let me get back to selling aeration seeding. So if a customer calls you up and complains about weeds or brown spots, you want to solve that problem, and you want to let them know, hey, listen, you know, we'll come out there and we'll do the best we can to take care of those weeds. We'll come out there, take a look at the brown spots and make sure we diagnose for disease. But let me tell you, the best way to ultimately protect your lawn from future problems is to get the root system established. We really need to look at focusing on building a deep, thick, web-like root system. And the #1 way we can do that is aeration and seeding. Let's face it, golf courses do it a couple of times a year, and they do it for a reason, because root systems matter. If our customers are not getting aeration seeding at least once every 3 years, it's virtually impossible to continue to move their lawn forward. Slowly, it's going to actually decline, because you're going to get that soil compaction, you're going to lose the root structure, and ultimately the turf will suffer. I like my customers to get their lawns aerated and seeded at least every 3 years, and ideally once a year to once every other year, depending on the budget, of course. It's not necessarily the cheapest service that you offer. But that's one of the great things. You know, you can take a traditional lawn, maybe a half-acre lawn that pays you $500 a year to do their lawn for the traditional fertilizers, weed controls, and that kind of thing. And you can turn that customer from a $500 client to a $1,000 client by adding aeration seeding. You can double your revenue per client. So just think about it this way. Let's say you have 100 customers, and you could get maybe 20% of them to sign up for aeration seeding. That would be 20 new customers getting aeration seeding. If you were able to get $500 a job, that'd be like adding 20 new clients from a revenue basis at a time when it's really hard to add new clients. It's not hard to add extra services through aeration seeding. I like to do it with a simple phone call. Either go ahead and answer the phone and talk to my customers as they call me, or go ahead and reach up and do an outbound call to them in the evening and just check up on them, give them a mid-season checkup. Another great way to sell this service would be, as you're out on the launch, just go ahead and knock on the doors and talk to the customers. Leave them notes on their invoices. Let them know the benefit of aeration seeding. And of course, you can always send your customers a personalized letter, or use the internet and use video technology as I'm doing today. Or simply send them email messages about the importance of aeration seeding, and make sure they understand that there's a great offer that they can get free starter fertilizer if they sign up this month, whether it be July or August, a month that they might not normally sign up for the aeration seeding. You want them to go ahead and do it now, because let's face it, if they wait till September to call you for the aeration seeding, how easily are you going to be able to schedule that to make sure they can get done in an ideal time? But if all your customers were to sign up in July, or by the latest, let's say August 15th, then you know how many aeration seeding jobs you have. You know, do you have the right amount of equipment, or do you need to go buy a piece of equipment, or do you need to go rent a piece of equipment? You're then much better suited to take care of your customers efficiently and effectively. If you wait till the fall, when you think people want to talk to you about aeration seeding, I guarantee you will not be able to sell as many, because you're going to be busy. You're not going to have time to do it. Everybody's going to want you to get it done tomorrow, and you're not going to be ready to do it for them. So it's best. Right now, it's summertime heat. It's July. It's August. Temperatures are reaching 90, 100 degrees. There's not much else we can do. There certainly isn't much else we can sell. We might as well get on the phones, start talking to our customers, generate emails, do a quick little video on a flip phone or a flip camera, and get it out to your customers. Let them know how beneficial aeration seeding is. It's the best thing we can do to stimulate a deep, thick, web-like root system. And if we care about natural, organic processes to get green, healthy turf, I can't think of anything better we can do than to get that water, nutrients, and air to go deeper into the soil to stimulate that deep, thick, web-like root system. The number one thing we can do to help prevent damage from insects, disease, drought, and also defend weeds. So aeration seeding, great upsell opportunity. You can look for a way to double the revenue you get per client by just getting to buy this aeration seed service. Definitely something not to overlook, and not something to wait until the fall to sell. Sell it now. Sell it while it's hot, and sell it while you have nothing else to do. And let the fall time be a great opportunity for you to bring in new customers. And I'll tell you all about that on my next video. Well, thanks for listening. This is Barrett from Holganix. Love to help you anytime I can. Look us up on the internet. Give me an email. Have a great day.